Very well, Counsel. You may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mrs. Haller, I don't think you brought a statement for account number 201-074-7401.
Read the account number again, please.
7401. It's a dollar account. Did you submit the statement?
I submitted 5 statements of accounts, $3 US and 2 Gambian dollars.
Okay. Let me. Do you have all the statements there? 7401 is not amongst the one I have. Mr. Chairman, we just need to confirm that a statement of account for the account ending in 7401 was submitted. Can you check the exhibit list? The account number is 074-7401.
That doesn't look like a trust bank account number.
Actually, it's on the account opening statement that you submitted. Can you take a look at this, please? I don't understand this. I don't know the account.
Okay.
Is that a trust bank account?
Yes, it looks like a trust bank. It's on a trust bank letterhead. I will need to check on this one.
It's not one of the accounts that was submitted
No.
today. Okay. Very well. Can you give us the account number, please?
120-74-7401.
Okay. Very well. We'll let you look for that account. If you like, you can keep that document.
Yes.
You would like to keep it? Okay, let me just take a look again, whether there is nothing else attached to this. We would like the transaction documents for the $02 account.
Yes, $02 account, yeah.
Yes. When would you like to come back? Would Thursday be a reasonable time? Or Wednesday?
Wednesday. I have a meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay, you can. I'll let you have this statement.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, that's all I have for the MD today.
Wednesday, what time?
10 a.m. would be fine.
Wednesday, 10.
We'll give you priority.
Oh.
I called the Skybank, Managing Director of Skybank.
Well, you've been reminded of your oath, that you're still on the oath. Okay.
You are required to provide the supporting documents with regard to the statements that you submitted. Do you have them?
Yes, I do.
Now, in particular, the dollar statement of account, which is number 1022520031538.
Yes.
I think you took us through the transactions on that account.
Yes.
Okay. Now we would like you to tell us from what date you have the transaction documents from.
I have the transaction document from the 20th of September 2012.
The 20th of September 2012.
Yes, which are basically the debit transaction that you are interested in.
The
debit transaction.
Yes, but the credit also.
No, you said you were more interested in the
indeed.
debit. Yeah.
That is correct. You took us through the withdrawals from the account.
Withdrawals,
the debit
yes.
transactions on the account.
Yes.
All right. 20th of September 2012.
Yes.
Okay. Now, can you give him the debit transactions from September 2012 to when the account changed signatory to his to the ex-president, which is the 7th of August 2013, separately first? Do you have? Can you separate them?
Can we separate them? Are you asking us? Sorry, I didn't get that. Sorry, come again, please.
Can we first have them in two lots? The transaction documents up, let's say 6 August 2013. You have all the transaction documents, you said, from 2012.
We have all the copies here.
Yes. Can we have the first lot up to 7 August 2013?
Up to 7th August 2013?
Yes.
Okay.
The transaction before the transaction of 7 August 2013. Can you hold on to that? Now, you took us through some transactions from the 7th August 2013, a withdrawal of $150,000.
Sorry, can you come again, please?
7th August 2013, a withdrawal of $150,000.
Yes.
You have that?
Yes, I do.
Just to confirm, the signatories to the account change with effect from what date?
The signatory to the account changed effective August 13th, 2013.
August what, 7th or?
August 13th.
What was the first transaction by the ex-president and Mr. Savali?
Pardon?
The first transaction after the change of signatory.
The first transaction.
You know, you took us through the transactions.
Yes.
Yes. I just want to be able to verify those who authorized the transaction and who withdrew the funds. Because you will recollect that you said Mr. Sanyang was still withdrawing funds after the change of signatories.
Yes.
And you made a distinction between the mandate and the persons who withdrew the amounts.
Yes.
We want you to verify this information.
Okay.
What was the mandate after the change of signatories for the withdrawal of the
You are
funds?
interested in the transactions after the change of signatory?
Yes.
Okay. The summary of the account. When the summary of the account.
You remember you took us through the statement and the debits on the statement.
I do.
Yes.
I can remember.
Yes. Now let's have the transaction document.
Okay. On the 14th of August 2013, we received an instruction for the withdrawal of $2 million signed by Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya A.J. Jammeh and Momodu Sabali, Minister of Presidential Affairs and Secretary General and Head of Civil Service.
Okay. Can you handle
$2 million.
Okay. Now, how was it? You received the instruction. Now, did he himself come to withdraw the sum?
No. This amounts were withdrawn in tranches.
Okay.
By Momodu Sabali and Madun Sayan.
Okay. Can you please just be specific? The first amount of how much was withdrawn?
$650,000 was withdrawn on the 14th of August 2013 by Momodu Sabali.
By Momodu Sabali. Okay.
Yes.
Was alone. Alone. Yes. Okay. Then the next one.
The next one was a withdrawal of $150,000 on the 16th of August by Momodu Sabali.
Alone. Okay. Yes.
Then the next one was withdrawn. That's another $650,000 was withdrawn by Madun Sayan on the 20th of August 2013.
Madam Sanyang alone?
Yes.
Okay. There's still
another
a balance.
$450,000 on the 27th of August 2013 was withdrawn by Modu Sayan. $450,000.
Okay. All right.
Then the last withdrawal of the $2 million was made on the 29th of August 2013, and it was a withdrawal of $100,000 by Modu Sayan.
All right. Can we have those documents, the supporting documents for the $2 million? Can I have a look, please? The signatures for the signature for the 650,000 that I see does not look like the signature for Mr. Sanyang. It looks more like a signature for Mr. Ture. Are you sure this is a signature for Mr. Sanyang?
No. What usually happens was that this will be signed, then Sanyang will come and take the money. So that was why we said the withdrawal was signed.
No, what I mean is the signature. Can we have the exhibit?
Okay, it was Ture who signed, but it was Madun who collected. So I take it as Ture.
Madun, do you have a document showing that Mr. Madun Sanyang received these monies? Do you have any document to show that Mr. Sanyang received the monies, although signed for by Mr. Ture?
No. No document, but that was the nature of the transaction. So if you want to take it on the face of document, we'll say it was Ture. So let's take it on the face of document.
Say that again. Let me just give you back.
If you want to take it on the face of the document,
yes,
that will say it's Ture, Mr. Ture who withdrawn it, based on what was signed.
How is that possible? You mean you give $650,000 to Mr. Sanyang, he doesn't sign any document?
Pardon?
You are saying, can you give this back to the MD? These are substantial sums of money, and I'd like you to really be sure of what you're telling us. Because you gave us account opening signatory documentation, and on that account opening signatory documentation, you have various signatures. Now, you are saying, and I understand you to be saying, that you received a mandate from ex-President Jammeh and Modu Sabali for the sum of $2 million to be withdrawn, and this was withdrawn in tranches. Now, what I want you to confirm is that who withdrew the money from the bank. What you have here in those documents that you showed me are withdrawals from domiciliary accounts by various people, and the signature says Ture. Now you want, what are you saying? That Ture signs and someone else
Ture withdrew the money. Ture withdrew the money.
Ture withdrew the money. Now you're now saying Ture withdrew the money.
Yes.
All right. Can you just repeat your evidence in relation to who withdrew the money?
Okay. $650,000 withdrawn by Momodu Sabali. Another $150,000 by Momodu Sabali. $650 by Mr. Ture. Another $450 by Mr. Ture. Then $100,000 by Mr. Ture. Totally $2 million.
All right. Thank you. Now let's move on to the rest of the withdrawals from that account.
Can I continue?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Just tell us the transaction documents, related to the transaction documents which we are collecting, just so that the evidence on record is consistent.
Okay, all right. On September 17, 2013, we received, on 23rd September 2013, we received an instruction dated 17 September 2013, signed by Momodu Sabali and Sheikh Professor Alaji Dr. Yaya Jammeh for the transfer of $224,900 to the account of Organization of Islamic Cooperation.
Okay. Now you did tell us about that. Where is the supporting document?
Supporting document.
Can you just say there? What date did you indicate?
Pardon?
What date?
What date is what?
What date did you just mention?
The transaction happened on the 23rd of September 2013, but the letter of instruction is dated 17 September 2013.
Okay. Now there's a transfer, just to be expedite matters. There was a transfer of $2,034,796.50 you told us about. Do you paid to Michela Construzioni? Do you have the supporting document?
Yes, I do.
Who authorized it?
There was a transfer of 1.5 million euros, equivalent of $2,034,796.50. And another one, that's for Michele's Construction. Then another one for $585,000 for one Mr. David Ford in the same instruction, signed by Momodu Sabali and Sheikh Professor Alaji Dr. Yaya Jammeh.
Can you repeat the beneficiary of the second amount?
The second amount, the beneficiary is Mr. David Ford.
David Ford.
Yes, but in the account detail, the account name where the money was transferred to is DBF2 Associate Money Market. So that's what we are going to see in the statement of accounts. DBF2 Associate Money Market. However, the instruction says the sum should go to Mr. David Ford. So this account detail is for Mr. David Ford.
David Ford.
Yes.
Which country?
Pardon?
Which country?
Where the money went to?
Yes.
New York. JP Morgan Chase Private Bank, New York.
Morgan Chase. Okay. Which number?
Pardon?
Number? Account number?
Account number. There is ABA number 021 00021. That's 021 00021.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Hand over the document, please.
The account number, that's the ABA number, ABA number. The account number is 739 320 750.
Okay. Thank you. The transaction for $195,348,000.
Okay.
You have the transaction document.
Yes. This there is another transaction for so I think I also need to mention that the 1.5 million euros went to their account went to the account of Michele Construction in Trust Bank through Ghana International Bank in London. There were two transactions.
Yes, the first one.
One is 1.5 million euros.
Yes.
The other one is $585,000, which went to New York, JP Morgan. The first one, 1.5 million euro, equivalent in dollars of 2 million, went to the account of Michele Construction in Trust Bank, Gambia, through Ghana International Bank in London.
All right. Thank you very much for that precision. The next transaction, 195,345. You have
okay. The next transaction of 195,348.84. It was dollar equivalent of 150,000 euros.
Okay.
It was dollar equivalent of 150,000 euros. And the instruction dated 8th of September 2014 was signed by Khalid Dubayo, Secretary General, and Sheikh Professor Alaji Dr. Yaya J.J. Jame. It was received in Skybank and treated on the 10th of September, but the instruction dated 8th of September 2014.
Who's the beneficiary?
Beneficiary Office of the President, Access Bank Gambia Limited.
Okay. What is the account number? Is there?
Yes, it's there.
Okay.
Access Bank Gambia Limited,
okay.
account number 00100, another 100 13974.
Thank you. Hand over the document. The next transaction of $200,000.
The next transaction of the withdrawal of $200,000 was received by us on the 16th of December 2014. But the letter is dated 15th of December 2014. It was signed by Sheikh Professor Dr. Alaji Yaya A.J.J. Jame and Dr. Khalid Dubayo.
Beneficiary? The
beneficiary, it was withdrawn in cash by one Mr. Sanajaj. We have his form of identification here.
Does he have a title or where he works?
His diplomatic passport, Republic of the Gambia.
Okay. And his ID is there?
His ID is there. A copy of the diplomatic passport is there. Okay. His name, again, is Sanajaj.
Okay. Thank you. Next transaction of $250,000. Can you hand over the documents as you go through them, please?
Yes, the $250,000 in that account, it was a withdrawal, sorry, it was a reversal. Okay. It was a reversal of another $250,000 that was meant for the other account, for the other operational account of GMPC. So GMPC purchased dollar and the money was supposed to go to the other GMPC account, but was mistakenly transferred to this, posted to this account, which was reversed.
All right.
So that was a debit in that account. I also have the document here.
All right. Now, do you have the transaction documents for the rest of all the debits?
I do.
77,258.
I do.
Can you hand it over?
Can I hand?
To tourism services. Okay.
I do. I have it.
Yes. Who is this tourism services? Do you have the details?
The instruction was signed by Dr. Kanidubayo and Sheikh Professor Alaji Dr. Yaya A.J.J. Jame. Dated 22nd December 2014. And it was a transfer to Guaranteed Trust Bank Gambia Limited. Guaranteed Trust Bank Gambia Limited.
Who's the beneficiary?
The beneficiary is BPI Tourism and Services. We don't have their details, but that was the instruction, the details of the instruction. It was an instruction to move money to Guaranteed Trust Bank for further credit of BPI Tourism and Services. And the account number of BPI Tourism and Services with Guaranteed Trust Bank is 201-115176-4610. And this, what you are seeing in the account is the dollar equivalent of 65,403 euros. So on the instruction is 65,403.25 euros.
Okay.
So that's the dollar, the 77,000 is the dollar equivalent. We also have the supporting document here.
Hand it over, please. And the next transaction of $125,715.
Yes, 125,715.33. This was an instruction dated 5th of February 2015, received by us on 9th of February 2015, signed by Mr. Lami Yabale, Secretary General, and Sheikh Professor Alaji Dr. Yaya A.J.J. Jame, President of the Gambia. Beneficiary was Gambia International Airlines, account at Zenith Bank Gambia Limited. Zenith Bank Gambia Limited, through Citibank, New York. The account number at Zenith Bank is 407-010-1276. 407-010-1276.
All right, thank you. Now, there were some transfers for students. I'll just like to...
the document.
Yes, please do. There are some transfers which you said were for tuition.
Yes.
Can you just hand them over? But tell us the major transfers. The one for Studio Tech. What is Studio Tech? 92,912.
Okay, just for the purpose of clarification, some of the amounts or the figures in dollars here for tuition were actually, the instruction were in pounds. However, we converted from pounds and debited the dollar account. So we are going to see the instruction in pounds, the debit equivalent in dollars in the account. Okay. So I will hand over. There is one for 14,824 pounds, equivalent of 22,283.44 cents.
Yes.
There is another one for 2,550 pounds, equivalent of $3,833.16.
Yes.
So I hand them.
And a third one, yes. You should have three. One for.
Then there is another one for Studio Tech.
Yes.
Studio Tech, that's the one you just asked.
Yes. Where are the
Studio Tech Belgium? It was the dollar equivalent of 80,000 euros.
Studio Tech Belgium, which bank?
It was the beneficiary bank was DMP Paribas Fortis in Belgium. DMP Paribas, Belgium.
Okay, thank you.
The instruction was signed by, it was dated 29th of April 2015, signed by Lami Yambali and Ismaila Sayan, Permanent Secretary. Secretary General and Permanent Secretary.
Okay, thank you. Hand over the document. The payment to Guy Enterprise of 129,870. Do you have the supporting document?
Yes, we do.
Okay, you can hand them over as well.
Yes. So
there
are some other transactions for students. So I will hand them over also.
Sorry.
Yes. 6,800 pounds, equivalent of $11,492. There are two of them. One in favor of Sheikh Omar Isai, the other one in favor of CD Jamin. I hand them over.
Thank you. Now the transaction, you've handed over the one for Guy Enterprise.
No. The transaction for Guy Enterprise, the instruction was dated 23rd of June 2015 and was treated by us on the 25th of June 2015. It was an instruction to move equivalent of $5 million to Guy Enterprise. So this is an equivalent of $5 million from the account of GMBC that was transferred to this account, the dollar equivalent, which was $129,870.13, and it was transferred to EcoBank Gambia through Deutsche Bank. The account of Guy Enterprise in EcoBank 00110-249-00963901.
Okay, hand over the document. Thank you. The 200,000 payment to Gulf International Bank.
Yes. There was another 200,000.
Is a foreign transfer?
Yes, foreign transfer. Okay. On the 26th of April 2016 to Gulf International Bank. It was an instruction signed by Mumudu Baji, the then managing director of GMPC, and also Madu Sayan. It was.
But they had ceased to be signatories at this time.
Yes.
So what happened?
This was a normal transaction for GMPC. If you look at it, there is another 200,000 in credit left. So GMPC at this time bought 200,000 from their normal Dallas account, but the dollar leg was credited to this account. So they transferred it from this account. So it was a normal fund for GMPC transaction.
Okay. All right. Can you hand over the document? So the transfers to Euro, you have RS, the 100,000 transaction of 10th October. What is that transaction?
That 100,000 was a reversal of another 100,000 purchased in 2 tranches for GMPC. So it was supposed to be credited to the other operational account of GMPC, which was wrongly credited to this, and it was reversed. So that was the debit of 100,000, and that was the last transaction on that account.
All right, thank you. And at least the last transaction before 21st of January 2013. Can I have all the documents, please? Please make sure you have given him all the transaction documents you referred.
Pardon?
You have given us all the transaction documents?
All.
Mr. Chairman, I'm applying to admit the transaction documents in respect of the dollar account with Sky Bank, number 102-252-0031-538. Together with the Mr. Chairman, together with the statement of account, didn't we? I think we had tendered the statement of account. It's number 538. As 48, BB 48C, I believe. BB, can I have BB 48C? I believe it's the statement.
account 1022538 for the period 1st January 2012 to 30th January 2017 in respect of GNPC plus requests for withdrawals from 14th August 2013 to 26th April 2016. Admitted mark BB63 in a bundle, yeah.
I'm also applying to have admitted the transaction documents from 2012 September 2012 to 6 August 2013, prior to the change of the signatories to the account to the ex-president.
Mr. MD?
Yes, please.
It's a swift message, yeah?
Yes.
We want to confirm, was the dollar transferred from the same account we are talking about?
Yes, there were two transactions there on 20th of September 2012, and The two transactions were on the 28th of September. One 17,870 cents and 23,970. Both of them are on that SWIFT.
Okay. The amounts, what were the amounts for the 20th September 2012 transaction?
Yes.
US dollar amount, repeat.
17870.70. Then 23970.
That's not what we have here.
Pardon?
Okay.
It was in respect of purchase of fuel by JMPC 2012.
Just one from these.
Sorry, can I see the one you have?
Highlight the account number.
Pardon?
The account number from which the funds were transferred.
Okay.
So we're confirming you entered the account number.
Pardon?
You entered the account number.
Yes, that's the account number.
So it's not highlighting, it's entering.
It's entering, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Account number 10.
Okay. transfer request dated 19th September 2012 by GNPC in respect of Sky Bank account number 10225200315538 as today written, witness number 9 and related documents. Admitted, mark BB 64.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Have you given us all the transaction documents in respect of that dollar account number?
Yes, we have given you all the transaction documents, particularly all the ones that happened after the former president became the signatory to the account.
And this was the only dollar account to which he was signatory?
This was the only dollar account he was a signatory to in Skybank for GNPC.
Thank you. We may recall you once we reviewed all your statements.
Thank you.
Wait, the commissioners may have questions for you.
Very well, you may go.
Thank you.
Thank you. I call the Managing Director, Access Bank.
Who's been called? Access. Okay.
Can you take this back?
Bible.
I swear by the Almighty God.
I swear by the Almighty God.
That the evidence I shall give to this commission.
That the evidence I shall give to this commission.
Shall be the truth.
Shall be the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Can you give your full name? Can you give your full name to the commission?
Thank you. My name is David.
Can you spell it, please?
David is D-A-V.
D-A-V-I-T.
I-T.
That's your family name?
My family name is A-L-U-K-O.
A-N-U-K-O. A-E-O.
A-L-U-K-O. Aluko.
Sorry, please repeat it.
A-L-U-K-O.
Thank you. What's your position at the bank?
I'm the country managing director.
Where do you live?
Where do I live?
Yes.
Okay, I live down Fajara.
How long have you been managing director of Access Bank?
I became the managing director in September 2014. So we're talking of 3 years now.
Okay. Would you like to sit down? Would you like to sit down?
Oh, yes.
You are speaking in relation to accounts at your bank, GNPC accounts at your bank. Do you have the information requested by the summons?
Yes, I do.
How many accounts do GNPC?
GNPC has 4 accounts with the bank. That's 2 Dallas accounts and 2 US dollar accounts.
all open at any time.
Does the Ministry of Petroleum have an account with your bank? Ministry of Petroleum.
Ministry of Petroleum?
Yes.
No.
They don't have. Okay. $2 account, $2 account. Give us the number of the $2 account.
Okay, ma'am. The $2 account number is 00 100 1000 8883.
8883.
Yeah, 8883.
Is that the first $2 account? When was it opened?
That is the major $2 account.
When was it opened?
It was opened on the 5th September 2008.
The second $2 account?
The second $2 account is just an adjoint account. It's just a memorandum account. That one was opened on 6908.
Does it have the same number as the first?
No, it has a separate number. Or it's a feeder account.
Yes, give us the number.
The account number is 001 004 00177.
What do you mean by it's an adjunct account?
It's a call account.
Call
it's
account.
Not a check issuing account.
Okay.
The major current account is the one I gave first. So this one, at times, if they want interest to be on their fund, the money will be there. So when they issue their check on the major current account, the money will move from here into that account. So it's a memorandum account.
And it's interest earning?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Can you give us, you said $2 account?
Yes, madam.
Give us the numbers in the earliest one first.
Okay, the major US dollar account was opened on 13 March 2009, and the account number is 001 101 000 3101.
March 2009, you said?
Yes, it was opened on 13th March 2009.
Second dollar account?
The second dollar account is account number 001 101 000 8036. That one was opened on 28 November 2014.
Can you, do you have the signatories to your account, the information about the signatories to your account?
We have the normal corporate mandate on each of these accounts.
Do they have the same mandate?
Yes, but I mean, it's updated along the line.
Okay. Can you tell us the mandates for the dollar accounts? Are they the same as the mandates on the dollar accounts?
The mandates for the dollar accounts were, as for that time, there were three. We have Mamadou Baji.
That's the dollar account?
Yes, madam. Then you have also Papa Sanyang, Mr.
Mamadou Baji, that's the managing director at the time?
Yes.
Okay. And Madun Sanyang, you said?
Yes, and Mr. Ebrahimao Kamara. Those three were the regular initial signatories. What's the title of Mr. Ibrahimao Kamara? Okay, the title. So I do not know, ma'am, because
it's not indicated. Who is he?
It's not indicated. But okay, He was permanent secretary.
That's all.
Yes.
Permanent secretary of where? It's not indicated.
Care of Office of the President, State House. And that was as at 5th September 2008.
Okay. So did the mandate change at any time?
Yes. On 13th August 2013. That's what. Okay, I need to also clarify that was in respect of the Dallas account. We have dollar account also, which was the same mandate.
Just for consistency, you're telling us the mandate for the Dallas account.
Yes, the Dallas account.
Did the mandate change at any time for the Dallas account?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Were there any changes?
I cannot really clarify now.
We would like to know the changes in respect of the Dallas account, right?
Okay.
As we try to, review the transactions there.
That's all right.
Let's move on then to the dollar account.
Yes. There are two Dallas accounts, but the major one, which is account number 001101, 0003101, was opened on 13th March 2009, and with those signatories that I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
But on 30 August 2013, the company, GNPC, instructed us to add additional signatories to the account in the name of Sheikh Professor Alaji Dr. Yaya A.J.J. Jameh and Mr. Momodu Sabali. The two were instructed to add them as signatories to the dollar account.
Okay. To add them or to replace the existing signatories?
At that point, we are just to add.
Okay. Can we have the mandate forms in respect and supporting documentation with regard to the opening of the account up to the change of signatory or the change of signatory by the addition of the ex-president? Can we have the original mandate forms? That is the opening of the account forms when Momodu Badji and Madam Sanyang were the signatories. You didn't bring them?
No, we didn't bring them.
Someone said you were to bring all documents relating to the opening of the account.
Okay.
So we expect that you would have brought them.
Oh.
We require all the documents you have in relation to the opening of the account, as well as the changes to the mandates on the account. Okay?
Okay. We brought the initial mandate instructions.
For the dollar account?
Yes, for the dollar account.
Can we have that, please? Can we have it?
We have the photocopy. That's what we give to.
What I have here is a letter on change of signatories. And it says, that's all I have. If you don't have it now, please take note that we will require that they be produced.
Okay.
Now, you refer to this letter, this is 13th August 2013.
Yes, madam.
But contrary to what you said, it says we write to inform you that henceforth the only signatories to the GNPC US dollar account number 0011010003101 shall be as follows, and whose signature cards are herewith attached for your action. 1. Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jame, 2. Momodu Sabali. So this is not an addition as
Okay, so it's a replacement.
it's a replacement. Is that
Okay.
not so?
Okay, ma'am. I
All right.
agree with you.
Do you have the statement of this account?
Yes, we do.
Can I have the statement, please?
Okay, ma'am.
The statement is from 1st January 2009
Yes, madam.
to 2nd April to August 2017.
Yes, from 7 August 2009. The date.
All right. Do you have another copy with you? Yes. Okay. Thank you. I'll apply to have this statement and the change of signatory to the dollar account admitted, to the dollar account number ending in 3101 admitted. This change of signatory, did it affect the second dollar account?
No.
The second dollar
No,
account?
no. They operated only on this dollar account.
Okay. Can I have it back after it's back?
Access Bank statement in respect of US dollar account number 001101003101 from 1st January 2009 to 31st August 2017 for GNPC and a request for change of signatories dated 13th August 2013. Admitted mark BB 65.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Do you have the transaction documents in relation to that account? You
Yes,
said you had.
We do.
Yes, from what period?
From the day after from the period after the change of the signatory, that is, the first transaction was from 16 December 2014 to...
Sorry, the first transaction was?
The first transaction in line with the new mandate was on 16 December 2014 to 24 June 2015.
Why did you not bring the transactions before that? Do you have the transactions before the change?
We have some, but we have some, but our focus was on the 6 transactions that took place on the account after the ex-president became signatory.
We would like you to produce all the transactions respect of this account.
We
will check what you have brought, that is from when the change of signatory took place, 13th of August.
Okay.
But we require to produce all the transactions from the statement.
Okay.
All right. Now, what was the balance in the account as at when the change of signatory took place?
Okay. The balance in the account was $321,000.
Okay. How much money went into the account after the change of signatories?
So sorry, but the balance, I want to give you a figure. The balance was $321,817.84 at that time.
Dollars, you mean?
Dollars.
Can you repeat it?
321,817.84. That was the last balance before the 13th of August when we were instructed to change the signatories
to the account. Okay. How much money went in after that?
How much?
How much went into the account after that? Can you tell? Are you able to determine how much money went into that account after the change of signatories?
What we have here was just about $12,000.
That went into the account after
yes.
that?
$12,000.
Okay.
That is 11,457, which is cash payment in favor of GNPC. That could have been paid by any of the...
That's fine. That's your evidence. Now...
No, this is interest capitalized.
Can you tell us what withdrawals occurred in the account?
Over the period between 16 December 2014 and 24 June 2015, when the accounts were actually operated, there were 6 transactions. Everything totaling 19,076.
Okay. Tell us 6 transactions. Tell us about them and hand over the transaction document.
Okay. The as I've explained, the total transaction was 319,076.27. The first transaction was on 16 December 2014, when there was an instruction for us to pay $100,000 to one Mr. Sana Jaji. And the instruction was signed by Sheikh Professor Alaji Dr. Yaya Ejidejame and Dr. Khalidu Bayo.
Okay. What is the date? That is the 16 December 2014. Okay. Do you have any identification documentation for Sana Jaji?
The man was introduced as the chief of protocol at the office of the president, and he attached his Gambia diplomatic passport. We have the.
Thank you. Could you hand over the documents? Okay, the second transaction.
Okay, ma'am. The second transaction occurred on 24 March 2015, and it was $72,074.83. 72,074.83. It was a transfer request to GICEC company.
Okay.
Into the account at Trust Bank.
All right, thank you.
I'm sorry, guaranteed Trust Bank, please.
Did they provide the full name of the company? Is the full name of the company provided?
Yeah, the full name of the company is GICEC company. That was the instruction.
Oh, that was all that was provided?
Yes, the instruction was account name GICEC, then the beneficiary bank GTB Gambia Limited, then the account number was supplied.
Okay. Thank you. The third transaction?
The third transaction was 13,819.3, that is $30,819 and 30 cents. That was on 2nd April 2015.
Okay.
It was an instruction to transfer £9,350 British pounds.
Beneficiary
is Aisha Keita into a bank in Sweden.
Sweden?
Yes.
What is the bank called? What is the name of the bank?
The name of the bank is SEB Kairokogata.
Okay. Is the purpose stated? Is the purpose of the transaction stated?
The purpose of the transaction is living expenses on behalf of Aisha Keita.
Living expenses?
Yes, madam.
All right. Can you hand over the documents?
And got to be signed by the signatories to the account.
Fourth?
The number 4 transaction was $4,091 and 48 cents.
Okay.
So it was a transfer to Columbia State Bank in America. And the beneficiary is a student named Amat Vitai.
Vitai?
Yes, ma'am. Who was studying at City University of Seattle.
City University of?
Seattle.
Seattle.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Next, the fifth.
Okay. The next instruction on that same day was also payment for Adijatu Aidara, 2,000 pounds and 550, 2,550 pounds, British pound. And the dollar equivalent was, debited to this dollar account.
Okay. And can you hand over that one as well? Is it a student?
Yeah, they are students.
What university?
With the identity and the instruction clearly stated.
The last transaction?
The last transaction on this account occurred on 24 June 2015, and it was $125,000. Transfer of to Guy Enterprise Construction and Marine Company.
Okay.
Guy as in GAI. Enterprise Construction and Marine Civil Engineering.
Is the purpose stated?
No, we just say we the other sign request of you, but in the SWIFT.
Okay. That's fine. Can you just hand over the transaction documents? We will look into it.
The sum of that is $125,000. So the total transaction on this account, as I said before, was $319,076.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chairman, may I have the transaction document with regard to US dollar account number 001101003101 from the time the signatories were changed to the ex-president from December 2014. Let me just be sure. No, this was already admitted. Do you have the statement for the other accounts?
We do.
Can you bring them? $2 and the other dollar account.
Yes.
request for withdrawals from Office of the President to the MD Access Bank in respect of GNPC US dollar account number 0011010003-101 from 16th January 2014 to 23rd June 2015. Admitted marked in a bundle BB 66. Yes, you may ask your question.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. May I crave your indulgence to just tender the statement for the rest of the accounts so that we may release, we don't have to recall the MD tomorrow. I know it's 4 o'clock already. I'd also apply to have admitted the statement of account for US dollar account number ending in 8036, Dalasi account ending in 0177, and Dalasi account ending in 8883. There are 2 sets, right?
That's the same account from inception.
Yeah, but can you show him? I think it's the same. Can you show him? The two bundles seem to be covering the same period. Can we have the second copy? It will be useful. Thank you. No. Collect both. Collect both. Collect those.
Access Bank bank statement in respect of GNPC US dollar account number 00110100008036 for the period 1st November 2014 to 31st August 2017, admitted mark BB 67A. Access Bank statement, Access Bank bank statement in respect of GNPC Dallasy call account number 001-004-0000-177 for the period 17th June 2009 to 31st August 2017. Admitted mark BB 67B. Access Bank bank statement in respect of GNPC corporate Dallasy account number 001-100-1000-8883 for the period 5th September 2008 to 31st December 2013. Admitted mark BB 67C.
Is it up to 2013 or 17?
December 2013. 13.
That's what we see here. Sure.
That's what the top document says, but you will see that the bundle goes up to 2017. So I think maybe it was... It actually covers until 2017. I don't know. Why did you just put up to 2013 in the cover page? Can you explain this, please?
It's because of the fact that the statement is about 260 something.
Tell your MD. Let him explain to us.
She can't talk. She can only do the president to help.
Thank you, Madam. The statement was bulky. So that was printed in stages.
Okay, that's fine. I think I see this other one actually divides it.
Yes.
All right, let me just substitute this one for the other lot. Yes. Here it's actually, they have elastic bands dividing it.
Well, the substitution is accepted.
Yes. They substitute it. So that one is divided.
LDM.
Yes.
Yeah, the substitution is accepted. And the last exhibit will be amended to this extent that the last date, namely 31st December 2013, now reads as already stated, the last date will now be 4th September 2017 in the description for BB 67C.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
It's now beyond 4 o'clock.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Chairman.
To ask question.
That is all I have for the MD, unless there are questions for him.
Yes, there is one question.
You have some questions?
Before we go. From Commissioner, the Honorable Commissioner State.
Thank you. Mr. Aluko, just to double check, how best do you describe the GNPC account in your books? Is it a local corporate account, a public sector account, financial institution? What is the description of the relationship?
Okay, it's actually a public sector account. It's a public sector account because it's a government-owned parastatal.
Okay, but it's a corporation.
Yeah,
a local corporate.
Yeah, corporation.
With its MD.
Sir?
It's a local corporate with its MD, managing director, and a board.
Yes.
Why would you describe it as a government organization?
If I'm looking at, slightly, if I'm looking at local corporate, then I'm talking of privately owned commercial companies. So, for example, I have self-set up companies that are privately owned. They could look very big, but as long as they don't have any link with government towards their local corporates. Now, if you have a parastatal whose members of the board were maybe by and large appointed by the government, and also they are there to prosecute government vision or for the generality of the masses, as opposed to one individual setting up a business for purely commercial purpose. So we classify those ones as public sector.
Okay. The reason I ask is beyond the nomenclature, is the pattern of transactions.
Okay.
For you, as MD, you're pretty involved in the account. Have you taken time to look at the transactions?
Yes. Yes. Like I explained, for the dollar account, you see that much has not been happening. Between the 2013 and June 2015, the total amount of 321 that I explained was the account initially were withdrawn down. So after that, no more credit. So we can say from the perspective of US dollar transactions, we don't have too much.
And from the corporate Dalasi account?
From the corporate Dalasi account, we do have patronages. A number of times, it could be for them to pay for importation of petroleum products. It could also be for purpose of buying US dollars for the purpose of funding their importation.
Yeah, just the pattern, no details. So, in your professional opinion,
yes, sir,
the pattern of transactions, was it in line with a parastatal or a corporate transaction?
I will almost say in line with corporate parastatal. However, let's all remember that this is the corporate parastatal that also engage in commercial transactions. Yeah. What I mean is this: they have petrol stations.
Yes or no will be fine.
So
can we just limit the answers to yes or no? Okay. Do you believe the pattern was in line with a parastatal as you've classified?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, when you got notification of the change of signatories, yes, sir, a sitting president and this SG, who have no experience in running a corporate, did you raise any red flags? Or was it okay and in line with the corporate account?
Yes, sir. It was okay and in line with our expectation of that organization, because the instruction came on the headed paper of GNPC itself. Then it was signed by existing signatories of the company or the corporation at that time. Okay. So it is not that probably the instruction came from office of the president introducing himself.
Okay. So in terms of delegating authority, is it normal for a managing director to be relegating authority to a president? Managing director of GNPC
yes,
wrote to you saying, going forward, these are the only signatories. In terms of delegation of authority, isn't it normal, top down? Is it okay, bottom up?
To me, it is normal. If A is running an account, because it's actually a base of legal contract, A is running an account with me.
Is it normal or not?
No, I've just explained. It's normal. Because
let's limit it to yes or no. Is it normal?
It's very normal.
And according to international banking practices, in terms of migration of best practices, would you say Access Bank in other territories practice the same thing?
I will say yes. If the instruction to introduce or add new signatories were also signed, properly documented by the signatories of the company which has been established.
So the answer is yes?
Yes.
So could you help this commission in terms of migration of best practice? You are in how many countries?
We're in Africa, we are in 6 countries, and we are in UK.
We would appreciate just 2 examples of any 2 countries where the same scenario exists.
Well, you know, countries differ from countries.
Yes. If it is available.
And it depends on the situation.
Yes.
I would rather put it that way.
Yes.
So
if it is available, please provide.
Well, I will not be able to give you the information now because I'm responsible for Access Bank Gambia.
Can you find out and help us with? It's normal. You said that based on international practices, this is normal. Can you check in your network for a similar scenario where the managing director of a public corporate is handing over signatory powers to a sitting president? If available, share it with the commission.
Honorable Commissioner, sir, that might not be, I might not be able to, just as I've said, in other countries where we're in Ghana, we're in Zambia, we're in Rwanda, we're in Congo, you discover that the situation in those countries differ from one country to another.
Yes, that's why I said you have time to find out.
So I'm also,
if it is in line with practices, it is very unlikely that this is the only country it will happen. You'll have 1 or 2 countries within your network.
Well, to the best of my knowledge, I have not witnessed that.
So then it's not in line with your corporate practices?
Well, I remember I said that.
Can you verify?
As a banker, no, there's nobody maybe just.
It's not a difficult request. Yeah, I've asked: is it normal that you execute instructions from a managing director giving authority to a president? You said it's okay if it comes from a company letterhead.
Yes.
I'm saying, if that situation exists in your network, you might have migrated best practice. Find out if it exists. If it doesn't exist, you come back and tell us.
It doesn't exist.
Okay. So it's not in line with corporate practices.
From my own knowledge of account documentation and authorization,
it was normal. But there is no other subsidiary success where I can say, okay, this was example of what took place here. No. I cannot easily scratch my head now, or I don't have any other country where I can say, okay, at that time, they had a president that was introduced by management.
Let me ask the question another way.
Okay.
In hindsight, if you had a similar scenario, would you raise red flags, or would you let it pass as normal?
You mean we verify on hindsight now? See, I think at the end of the day, at any point in time, it's a case of who do you note, or who do you escalate to? Let me put it that way.
You have a board, right?
The board of my own bank?
Yeah. You have a board. You report to a board. I think the chairman of the board is your boss. As the MD.
Yes, sir.
Have you tabled this scenario to your board as something you don't find normal, or was it okay you handle it at the MD level?
Sir, when this thing occurred, I as TMD person, I haven't come that time. So I'm only trying to explain to you the best practice that takes place. Okay? But I know that it will have been, account opening is a basic banking transaction whereby the procedures are established. The KYCs, the things you need to open an account is generic and is known. Also, when you are updating the signatories, as long as the existing legal, generally accepted signatories introduce or give you an instruction, it's going to be, I don't know what I would say, it's going to be impossible for you to say you are not accepting that new instruction.
No, I didn't say you should accept. I asked, did you raise red flags? The reason I asked, you have a managing director and a finance manager as current signatories. They were replaced by two civil servants. One, a secretary general, two, a sitting president. Both without any experience or knowledge running a business. You took the instructions despite your KYC or CDD standards, customer due diligence. So I'm saying, if you had the benefit of hindsight, would you treat this as normal, or would you raise red flags and ask questions? Because you are within a network and you have an international reputation to protect. So I'm saying, do you find it normal to treat such a request ordinarily without at least tabling it at your board?
Honestly, sir, it falls within the normal account opening procedure. There's no time at any point in time that you will escalate account opening issue to the board. It's never done.
Account has been opened.
Yeah, it's never. I've never heard of it whereby you will. However, if you are not persuaded about the signatories advising you, you have the right to say no.
Okay. When did you get notification of the change of signatories? How many months into the operation or years after the account has been opened?
Okay, the account was opened
in 2000.
As per the records, in 2008.
And you got notification?
5 years later.
5 years later?
Yes, sir.
So why is that part of account opening process?
Well, if you open an account today, you give me your details. So if it's a corporate, there will be account opening details there. With you identify yourself, with your signature being verified, and these are stored in our system. Even if it's 20 years time,
Now, you're right. What we need to do is first to make sure that the new instruction I'm having is not at variance with the initial instruction, with the initial signatories that I had. If that is confirmed, and probably you are able to phone them and say, I received this, and they said, oh yeah, that's a new instruction, please go ahead. There's nothing one will be able to do in that circumstance.
So there's nothing wrong from your opinion?
No, sir.
Chairman, I rest my case.
Sorry, Mr. Chair, you have questions? Okay.
Sorry?
I just have a few questions.
Yes. Carry on.
Yes. Mr. Aluko.
Yes, madam.
As at the time the ex-president became signatory to the account, this was a limited liability company, was it not?
It was.
For a limited liability company, isn't it the board that changes the mandate? Shouldn't it be the board that changes the mandate?
The people that signed the account was the
managing director and finance director.
Who are actually the executive board members.
Please, you're not answering my question. Isn't it the board that changes the mandate of the accounts of a limited liability company? That's why you have board resolution forms.
I agree with you, madam. The board...
Isn't it correct that no single director or two directors, even if, assuming Mr. Sanyang was a director and he wasn't, can change the mandate of a company? You will agree with me?
The mandate was signed by the managing director, who actually is a representation or representative of the board.
Mr. Aluko, was there a resolution of the board?
We did not have a resolution.
You could not have resolution on the board because the ex-managing director, Mr. Baji, did tell us that he did not take the matter to the board. So there was no board resolution.
Okay. That's noted.
You can check your records. There was no board resolution. Yeah. So to say that all the legal requirements were being followed cannot be correct, Mr. Aluko. The legal requirements for changing the signatory to the account was not followed, was incorrect.
Yeah, I can agree with you to that effect that there wasn't a board resolution. But
do you agree that only a board resolution can change the mandate? Not a managing director, not a director of finance, not even the chairman of the board. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree. It's just one of the,
So I think really when you come to the commission, we expect you to be frank and we expect you to be forthright. We can understand an explanation that is frank and forthright, but we cannot understand putting forward a position that is inconsistent with legal requirements.
Thank you, madam.
That's all that we have for you. We may recall you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, my chairman.
Tomorrow at 10 o'clock. All right. We've done a lot today. In fact, it's some minutes to 5. We will rise and come again tomorrow at 10 o'clock.